Right. So today's topic is going to be on software product development. Now, some years ago, there was this heavy flood in one locality, right? And then the individuals, everybody in that locality was just looking for a place to sleep, but there was flood everywhere. They couldn't get any place to sleep. Now, we all know that flood is mostly caused by poor drainage system where gutters and everything is just choked um, with rubbish, with stuffs, unwanted stuffs, right? And water cannot flow at the shield when it rains, so that results into a flood. Now, to solve this problem, the locality and the government decided to do something about their drainage system. So to move forward into distilling the gutters and making sure that water flows at the street and building more gutters for more ways for the water to flow when there is rain. That is how software product development looks like. Now, with software development, there are certain things that you want to look at. That is the purpose of the product. What is your software product going to solve? What is the purpose? Why are you doing it? What do you intend to use the software product for? Those are the questions you should ask yourself. That should be asked, right? When you want to develop a product. There was this one time that I was hired at a company as a contract developer, software engineer to develop an e-commerce platform for that company. The company deals in building materials and electronics. Now, the CEO of that company was not sure whether they actually need a product. They need an e-commerce platform for anything because they feel that there is a local community and a lot of people, a lot of their clients are not technological savvy. So to him, it is going to solve nothing. But then we look at other factors, so like what about the electronical products? What about people who are even outside that community that would like to see your products and then buy into it? So we're able to convince the CEO and went ahead to develop an e-commerce platform. Right. Now this e-commerce platform has solved a problem. What problem has it solved? It has solved the problem where young people who uses phone and wants to buy something without moving from their house. Like software engineers myself who are always home working and wouldn't want to move out unless they buy something online and it's being shipped to them. We're able to do that, develop this platform where people can directly see the product, choose the one they want, and then buy it. It has solved a problem and has increased the company's revenue. You understand? So the purpose of product development is very important. Now we look at the cost. How much is it going to cost you? The people you are going to pay, the product itself, how to make sure that the product is reliable and available for customers to use. Those are costs that you have to consider. The benefits, how is it going to benefit you financially? And sometimes it's not only about finances when it comes to benefits. We also talk about satisfaction of impact. What impact have you made with your product? That is also a benefit. Now we talk about technology. Is the technology available for use? The product that you want to develop, the idea that you have of the product that you want to develop, is there technology that can be used to develop that product? All right. You should also consider these factors. And then we also talk about the human resource. Right. There was this time where we're in a meeting, kind of um, we're working together via virtual system, and then a friend of ours, I mean one of the colleagues, shouted $600,000. Oh, $600,000. What does that mean? All right. Well, he just looked at a car that he feel he wants to buy, and he mentioned the price, and he feel he's not going to be able to buy that car. Right now, in getting your human resource, you have expectation people to work for you. You have expectation, and you're motivated by other goals. This is not to say that you have to buy a car for your engineers or meet their expectation, but then there's always a compromise. You shouldn't give them everything, anything low, very low, but you should meet their expectation halfway. Right? That is very important because obviously you can't meet the expectation of individuals. You can't meet the expectation of individuals fully. You can only meet them halfway to some extent. So your human resource, you should be able to know that okay, can you gather this amount of people, this number of people to be able to do the work that you want them to do? And you have to consider okay, this guy who wants to buy a car, can you give him something that at least maybe in the next 2 3 years he can save some money to buy the kind of car he wants? Right. That is something that you should consider. You look at the market. This is your human resource, the people that will manage your product for you. Now we talk about the product engineering, your architecture, right? If you build a product with a poor architecture, without planning, without knowing what connects to what, the database and all that, the product is going to fall immediately, right? Imagine you are building a product where you start off without knowing anything. Okay, you're just building a product to get for people to make payment for a renting product, and you start off using React. You start off using some language. Start off, and then along the way, you realize that okay, you need a database. That would be very poor because from the beginning you should understand that you need database. You have to draw an architecture to know the various things you need. And after doing that, and you move forward and you realize, oh, you need a cloud system. Then you come back to the previous place. So if you're building a product like that, it will be a very poor product, and the process will be very long. You need expertise, people who can do it. You also need reliability and availability. Now, in this instance, right, I like fried rice, one food that I like for my lunch most of the time. Right. There's this particular fried rice seller that I go to all the time to buy my fried rice. And there was this particular week she was not around. When I go there, I don't see her. I don't see I don't see her selling the food. So I go back, and it continues like that for a week. After that week I stopped going. The food was not available. She was not available. So I cannot buy. That's how software product is. If people come to your platform, the software platform, or your product, and they realize, okay, the thing is not available, the platform is not available, it's not working, nothing is working, they are just going to leave. The same relates to reliability too. If the people are supposed to press a button for it to do something, and they press the button and nothing is happening, and they do that continuously, they'll be frustrated and then they'll stop using your product. That is what reliability and availability of software means. You have to make sure it is reliable, you have to make sure it is available. And then we talk about maintenance. You need to maintain your product as good as you can, right? We talk about errors. So there are times where you have in your product errors, right? You build a product and you realize that, oh, this button is not working, and you quickly fix it. All right. There are times that you realize that, okay, you want to save a data in your DB, save it, but it's not saving. You are not getting the response. You quickly resolve it. That is maintenance. Talk about features, right? Talk about features. You have to add more things. Add features that users will like, not to make it sophisticated, but features that users will like, right? There is this product that we're building then, right? We're building then, and um, there was a need for security where users don't have to be remembering their password, and for because I mean users use a lot of other platforms and they might forget their password. So we have to introduce something like an OTP, where OTP is like um, a message sent to your phone, to your mobile phone number, of a short code where you can use dial in, dial that code in, and then it'll the platform will be open to you. Now we have resolved that issue. We have introduced that feature for security where users don't have to remember their password all the time. We can just send them a code and they can use that code to come into the platform. We also have user friendliness. Users should be able to, find your platform very useful. Imagine someone comes to your platform and nothing is working. They're very sophisticated, no direction. Everything is just scattered. They will fall back, they'll stop using it, and provide a platform where there should be feedback, a system where there should be feedback. You understand? There should be a system of feedback in your products. Right. This comes to the end of my presentation on software product development. Thank you.